Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Xenosaga Episode 1, Der Wille zur Macht. Ziggy was just wondering what the rumbling was. Let's find out.
More explosions?
No. It's faint. But it feels like we're changing directions.
Oh, that sounds bad.
I have confirmation of ignition in the Proto Merkabah's propulsion units. It is descending towards 2nd Miltia now.
Goddamn colony drops! Albedo, why do you want to be like Xeon? I'm not sure which would be bigger, a colony or, like a Gundam space colony, or, that thing. Get back here, I want to kill you.
Well then, let's just see how powerful you all are.
Okay, I'll show you. Quite powerful, actually.
KOS-MOS, are you sure?
Yes. Should its descent continue at present speed, it will enter the atmosphere in approximately 8 minutes.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Plenty of time.
Looks like he planned this from the very beginning.
Dickbag.
Bastard. He's got too many tricks up his sleeve.
Well, we really should kill him one of these days.
If something as large as this impacts at full speed, 2nd Miltia will be...
Based on the current angle of approach, breaking up the facility into approximately 28,000 pieces would result in 99.6% of them vaporizing before impact.
Sounds great. Wait, what?
Detach each subcompartment? Just
Can we
a
do that?
second. I'll search through my memory banks.
Her head glows when she searches her, when she tries to remember things, apparently.
Control room. The control room on level 33 will allow us to detach the facility.
Hurry.
Oh, I think we know which
There's
one that
no
was.
Time.
Well, no, actually, we've got 8 minutes. Gotta love those jump cuts. It's so nice that we don't have to fight any monsters on the way back up here. I'm looking at you, Xenosaga 2.
Oh no!
Is there a problem?
The entire process from system startup to complete detachment takes 1 whole minute. That's not enough time for us to return to the Elsa.
Well,
Is this the only place we can activate
time to draw
from?
straws
We
on,
can't do it remotely?
who dies.
No. This system was built so that the command will only be accepted from here.
Damn. So the only way to stop this thing is to go down with it?
This can't be.
Why can't we alter the
There
engines?
has to be another way. There isn't. I've searched again and again, but we can only activate it from here.
Seems to be a problem.
Please head back now.
What?
What, KOS-MOS?
Shion, please return to the Elsa with the others. I will stay behind to initiate the detachment sequence.
Well, she is a battle
Wait a
android. She can
second.
probably withstand some of the
Stay
damage.
behind?
This facility will enter the atmosphere shortly. We will exceed the tolerances for maximum temperature in 3 minutes 28 seconds.
So we're wasting time just standing around here.
My self-preservation programming is functioning properly. I have no intention of remaining on this facility to the very end. Do not worry.
Sheep?
At maximum speed, I can reach 1 minute.
Oh, thanks for that slowdown right
You're
there.
sure?
Yes.
No, she doesn't
This
lie.
option guarantees the highest probability of success.
All right.
12.3%.
Let's go, Shion.
But
Trust her. It'll be okay. She'll catch up. Now come on.
Eh, keep telling yourself that, people.
Xion.
You know, one of you could drag her along.
KOS-MOS! You better make it back. You hear me? You better.
Or I'm grounding you. Content ID number 1. It's totally gonna give me a content ID.
First we touched, and we hurt each other, then we tear our hearts apart. We are too close, and I can feel the pain, feel my
It's the same singer from Xenogears, by the way.
heart.
Wait, you're writing a term paper there, too. Those are some big blocking bolts.
Hurry. This area will soon collapse.
Carry her! You could do that, Ziggy. Glad you guys didn't leave without us.
Little Master, what's all this shaking? What the hell's going on?
We're just...
Proto Merkabah's about to re-enter the atmosphere.
And we're just breaking it apart.
Unchecked, it'll crash into the planet.
Damn colony drops.
We detached all the subcompartments, and that's what's causing the shaking. Anyway, we'll get to the details later. Prepare for immediate liftoff.
Prepare? We're not lifting off right now?
We still have a party member
KOS-MOS is
waiting
still
that we're waiting
inside.
for.
We gotta wait for her.
Wait a minute. If it's already detaching, then aren't we in danger?
Doesn't she
I'm
have
aware of
thrusters
that.
on her
But
body?
if I say we wait, we wait.
He is paying your salary.
KOS-MOS, please. Hurry back.
Captain, up there! What?
Oh, now we're not going anywhere.
Captain, we can't stay much longer.
No kidding. Little Master!
Damn it. What's taking her? Come on, come on.
Hey, no biting your nails. Well, now she's really not getting out of here. The stairs collapsed. Although, really, she should be able to easily withstand those drops. No, not the U-Tick fighters!
Captain!
Little Master!
Right, all right. Lift off.
Wait, wasn't Xion still in the doorway? I'm gonna leave two people behind now.
Captain, no! Wait! Ah!
Bye, KOS-MOS. We'll see you later. I'll build another one of you. No, not the U-Tick fighters. Should have taken them. Could have sold them.
Please go back! KOS-MOS is still inside!
Are you crazy?
A little
Want
bit.
to get caught in that? We're leaving now.
You can't!
Don't be afraid, Xion. Everything will be all right. See with your heart.
I think you're just lying to me, little girl.
With my heart. Captain! The wall! 400 meters to the port side! Take her in close!
What?
Trust me, just hurry!
I'm a new type.
Hurry.
Oh, wait.
Port side, 400 meters, right?
Tony!
Huh? Tony!
He is a self-proclaimed best pilot in the universe. See, now why didn't she do that for us earlier? We could have used that. I suppose we might have died to that.
Whee!
Ow! Well, that's gonna dislocate the shoulder. See, you should have had Ziggy helping you earlier. He does have the strength. Bye, Proto Merkabah. It was nice knowing you.
KOS-MOS, I really ought to put you on a diet.
I don't think that would work, Xion.
Thank goodness.
Are you sure your shoulder isn't dislocated? 'Cause I think mine would be. I knew we should have used the glue on the Lego spaceship. Time to play Brick Breaker. That is a really narrow passage.
Tony!
Oh, hey, that's that,
I'm going for it!
that's the place that, we fought the Protodora. Seriously, was there not a shorter route? Oh, you had way too much fun there, Tony. No, not the Hamdingers! Let me guess, you can't pull out of the descent.
Let's get to the bridge.
What was that? I can't hear you! Like I said, the angle of approach is too steep! Well, can't you adjust it?
It's no use. The controls aren't responding. That
Damn it.
can't be. All control functions are in the green.
Who broke it?
The apogee and re-entry balances were damaged by the debris. We can't adjust the logical drive angle any further than this.
You moron! Stop whining and do something about it!
Yeah, kick it.
Want to be vaporized?
Kicking it always works. Trust me, I'm in IT.
External hull temperature exceeding maximum limit.
Little kids on the ground saying, "Ooh, what is that pretty comet?" Oh, it's just people dying in space, honey.
What will you do?
You're... Wait!
Relinquish your pain unto me.
Wait, what? That's not something we programmed into her, was it? Maybe it's the command words for Cure Light Wounds.
The aft hatch, it's open.
What? Who's the moron doing that? Is he trying to burn all of us from the inside out?
It can't be!
Well, it was a little cold inside.
KOS-MOS, you can't!
Well, I think she is.
Proceed to shield the Elsa with my energy field.
Wait, you can do that?
Please stabilize the ship during that time.
Why haven't you been doing that
Ridiculous.
during battles?
What could you possibly accomplish by doing that?
Saving
Do not worry.
us?
Maintaining this position for 1 minute and 20 seconds will save the Elsa.
But you'll be incinerated if you do that! Stop this at once!
Ah, she has a heat-resistant film that Gundam had.
I am happy to be of service.
External cameras destroyed.
Wait, what? I recognize that little boy. She is in reality Wing Gundam. It had the feathers too. I'm not paying for the damage. Don't put it on my bill.
Are we okay?
Well, you're not dead. Unless heaven is very, very strange.
Hey! Miss Vector!
Huh?
She has a name, you know.
Activate the secondary bow camera.
Well, that wasn't
Roger.
destroyed? She survived!
KOS-MOS.
And her hair didn't even burn up.
KOS-MOS!
Her headpiece broke, though. Now for the second content ID. Two vocal songs at the end. I was not expecting that when I first played.
I've been watching you a while since you walked into my life. Monday morning.
Yep, vocals Joanne Hogg, same vocalist as Xenogears. Yasunori Mitsuda, Kunihiko Tanaka, Junya Ishigaki. I love all of you people. Alright, who is this guy?
But you shielded me, and that was the beginning. Now I
Event Scenario Writer, Xenosaga. Her being removed from Xenosaga 2 is one of the reasons why it wasn't as good as it could have been. I'll talk about that more when I get to that game.
Judging from the circumstances, it's clear that the UTIC organization's target is on Wilshire.
We'll take care of it. Isn't that where you are?
There's a vortex of temptation and obsession that still remains.
What does that even mean?
That's what continues to draw them in. And Albedo, he's being drawn in just the same.
We'll kill him.
Albedo? You mean the URTV Albedo?
Still haven't told us what that means.
He's still alive?
He will not die. Not until that time arrives.
when I turn to see you,
I want that mecha. Give it to me.
Now that was entertaining. All that remains is for Mapesh to link up with the UMN, and my objective will be complete.
Uh-oh. I don't like the sound of that.
Do heed my message, Rubedo.
We've confirmed a gate jump by Albedo's craft. This is acceptable?
Yes, that's fine. The door that leads to Abel's Ark, he is the only one who can open it.
Wait, Abel?
There's a possibility that he may link with Udu again.
That won't happen. He doesn't have that much power.
He'll probably find it somewhere.
He's only a key. Of course, we must accept the possibility that he can affect space-time anomalies to some extent. But that's what all of you are for. Still, his will shines with such wondrous light. It's a shame to relegate him to such a minor role.
You speak way too highly of Albedo.
Don't you think?
Yay, everyone is going to give KOS-MOS hugs. Seriously, Alan? You're crying? She's okay.
Mission complete. Shield.
Oh, I guess that's one way to say hi.
Welcome back.
And that is pretty much it. To be continued, of course. And we should have an opportunity to save clear data. Save clear data? Yes! Ah, good. I'm so glad it didn't screw up on me there. That would have sucked. This is not for doing a New Game Plus. It is for importing your save data into the next game. And actually, let's go to card slot 2. If I can remember to pull that. In fact, let's be on the safe side and do it on both. Card slot 2 I'm using for other stuff. Hopefully I remember that it is on there. But in case I don't, I have it on here too. There we go. So, episode 1, end. And we are back to the title screen. I will be playing some other games before I go into Xenosaga Episode 2. I still have Suikoden games to continue. And I think I might inject something other than a PlayStation 2 game in there, simply because everything that I've been playing right now, emulation-wise, recently, has been a PlayStation 2 game. So I kind of feel like playing something from another system. And also, let's actually take a look. There were still a few items in the database that we had not taken a look at. So let's see if we've gotten those. Hopefully that will be on this save. So we've got a few more minutes before the end of the episode. The episode would actually end anyway. So let's see. Keywords. Alright, let's see. Yes, okay. Abyss. The literal translation is deep chasm. The word can be defined as a deep hole, or it can also be a reference to hell. The in-game references to a double black hole which appeared in Old Miltian space. As a side note, there is some thought that Abyss is the Greek rendition of the Akkadian Apsu, which was the Akkadian version of the Sumerian Abzu, which is both the divine, how to put it, the personification of the sweet water as opposed to the salt water beneath the earth. It's sort of seen as one of the primal forces of the universe, so to speak. But it was thought to be essentially a unending depth of water kind of thing. It's not. It's kind of just it's not a certainty that it's from that, but if so, that would be that a word in English is all the way from Sumerian, which would be pretty cool. The Acute Neurosis Treatment Facility, a medical facility on Old Milsha where Xian's mother was treated. The type of illness or condition this facility specializes in is unknown. I can tell you that we will find out more about that later. Albedo. Born TC 4741, age 26 years old. Albedo Piasora. In Psychology and Alchemy, 1944, C.G. Jung refers to albedo, or whitening, as one stage in the process of a human individual as symbolized in alchemic terms, a nickname for URTV unit number 667, in reference to his milky white hair. Albedo's mech. The details of this mech are currently unknown. However, judging from its enormous size, over 10 meters tall, its lack of equipment, such as the DSSS, and its ability to destroy Gnosis several kilometers long with one blow, it outclasses the eggs. Its primary power source also appears to differ from a standard generator or a transfer-capable generator. We will find out more about that later as well. Let's go to... what is it? D. The Damarung, I believe. Yes. A free orbiting colony, it also functions as Vector's headquarters. However, its 1,000 kilometer size makes it more of an artificial planet rather than a colony. All the core branches of Vector and its subsidiary corporations are located here, including the 1st R&D Division and Xian's living quarters. Next up, we've got... really? ECM? Okay. ECM, short for Electronic Countermeasure, a system or device which utilizes electromagnetic waves to interfere with electronic equipment. The in-game references to the ECM deployed against the Gnosis, leading to the speculation that it is more than just an electronic countermeasure device. Next up we've got After Ether. Except a corn of wheat fall into the ground. Verily, verily, I say unto you, except a corn of wheat fall into the ground and die, it abideth alone. But if it die, it bringeth forth much fruit. John 12:24. Don't really remember what that was from, but whatever. We've got... Febronia, a female Realian at the church inside the Encephalon. She's connected to an incident in Xian's childhood, as well as Nephilim. She may also have some connection to Virgil, as evinced by the flashback he had right after he was shot by KOS-MOS. If you don't remember that, you might want to go back to one of the earlier videos and take a look. Definitely not something that I picked up on the first time through the game. Let's see. Federation Fleet Commander. The commander of the Gedalian fleet, he holds the rank of Rear Admiral. Although he is quick-tempered, he is loyal to the mission and a stickler for regulations and punctuality. He has a younger brother for whom he was separated at birth. How do we know all that? Let's see. Yeah. Frailty Thy Name from Shakespeare's Hamlet. We have Guinan Kukai 2. URTV unit number 669, a biological weapon whose life energy wavelength cancels that of Udu. All 669 URTV units originated from the same embryonic culture, but were then subjected to an induced mutation to develop their unique gifts. This accounts for the differences in hair or eye color despite their shared embryonic origins. Junior's ability is to control growth, time, while Albedo can regenerate his own body. Guinan can telepathically communicate with Junior, but uses his voice to hypnotically manipulate people. Kukai was a fictional persona created by the Second Miltian government as a means to pool their special operations funds. Following the Miltian conflict, Helmer's rescue of Guinan and Junior, they took on the Kukai surname to justify and establish the Kukai Foundation. Oops. Let's see. Next up, we've got Grave. An image from Alan's recollection, which he speaks of during a conversation at the Durandal's Observatory. The vision is of Xian as she mourns at Kevin's grave 2 years ago. The grave itself is located at the central cemetery inside the Damarung. The engraving on the headstone reads, Kevin Winnicott, 4739 to 4765. Ecce universae terracorum te est recede a me obsecro. The Latin text is a quote from the Bible. They are Abram's words to Lot. Is not the whole land before thee? Separate thyself, I pray thee, from me. If thou wilt take the left hand, then I will go to the right. or if thou depart to the right hand, then I will go to the left. Genesis 13:9. The emblem of the Galaxy Federation also reflects these same words. You say so. What else? Down into eyes. Hyperspace? No. Illusion and reality. Since humans process all incoming information within the mind, there is no clear distinction between reality and hallucination. Surely you've experienced this, a moment of pure bliss in which everything around you suddenly looked brighter due to one reason or another. No. I have had déjà vu, though. That is, from the perspective of the observer, everything that is perceived as real is in fact only real within the observer's mind. Furthermore, there is absolutely no proof to deny the possibility that the world, as we know it, exists entirely as a figment of our imagination. That is the point Xian was trying to make. At some point that I don't remember when. Next we've got, under the J's, Junior 2. Born TC-4740, age 26 years old. One of the surviving URTV units, he is a human specially created as an antithesis to Udu, the living consciousness which jeopardized the Galaxy Federation in the past. His relationship to Albedo and Guinan Sr. shall be revealed in further detail in subsequent episodes. Junior and Albedo's powers. The aura surrounding Junior and Albedo is one of their special abilities, a result of the induced mutation process to which they were subjected to at birth. Next up we've got Kevin, born TC-4739, age 26 years old. That should be at his death. Former chief engineer of the KOS-MOS project, Vector Industries' first R&D division. He was Xian's immediate superior and also her boyfriend, but he was killed 2 years ago during an incident when KOS-MOS went out of control. He was in charge of not only KOS-MOS' software components, but the design and development of its hardware as well. The hardware for the current KOS-MOS was developed by 2nd Division at a later time. Actually, let's see. 4739? 4740? No, I guess that is, his current age, not taking into account his death. Let's see. Labyrinthos. Legend has it that Daedalus built a great maze in Knossos, Crete, to imprison the half-human, half-beast Minotaur. It is unknown as to why this name was given to a Utic organization facility. The etymology is labrys, a Greek word for a double-bladed axe, which was very important in Minoan mythology and religion. Down under M, we've got Man in a Scarlet Cloak. An individual that appears to be Wilhelm's advisor. His true identity is unknown, but the fact that he was giving orders to Lieutenant Virgil indicates that he is a man of very high rank. Whether he has any connections to Vector is yet unknown. And if you've picked up on his voice, you might be able to figure out exactly who he is. That's about all I'll say right now. Nephilim? Yes. According to the Bible, the sons of fallen angels. References to the Nephilim can be seen in the Old Testament. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, and they bore children to them. Those were the mighty men who were of old, men of renown. Genesis 6:4. Let's see. Next up, we've got Negretto. And for some reason, some tremendous slowdown. Seriously, it's not like you're doing anything substantial here, game. Negretto. In Psychology and Alchemy, 1944, C.G. Jung refers to Negretto, or blackening, as the initial stage in the process of human individuation as symbolized in alchemic terms. The nickname for jet black-haired URTV unit number 669, Guinan. The assumed name Guinan... Okay, seriously? Come on. There we go. Was taken from a kitten he owned with Rubedo. Guinan, incidentally, is also the name of King Marcel's horse in the 11th century French epic, The Song of Roland. Next up, we've got, right before... Okay, see, I don't know what the difference between those two would be. French for sinner. Oh, I see. I don't know the difference in pronunciation of those two. Let's see, phase transfer cannon? Yes. A weapon which utilizes the principle of phase transfer within a vacuum. The main body is compacted to Planck scale, and it expands into true space once it receives the system activation key from the cartridge. The part that looks like a handgun is actually a part of the phase transfer cannon, and once the cannon is activated, it doubles as the laser locking device and trigger component. In the story, the mass in the phrase by limiting the phase transfer mass refers to mass in vacuum and the amount of fluctuation in its phase. And PT cartridge, which would be phase transfer cartridge. Short for phase transfer cartridge. An energy cartridge for the phase transfer cannon, which, doubles as its system activation key. Let's see. Next up, we have, still under the P's, where is it? Potential phenomena, a term mentioned by Nephilim. In other words, one possible path of the future. Since the future is yet to be determined, nothing is definite. Only a myriad of possibilities exist. And going back to Xenogears, this was essentially what the Zohar did. It was able to harness all of those different possibilities, even insanely, ones that just with the tiniest, most minuscule amount of chance, and then make those a reality. And that's how it actually made giant robots and flying machines and spaceships work. Let's see. Next up, we've got Proto Merkabah, an immense industrial plant built under the supervision of Joachim Mizrahi. Although its purpose is unknown, it has the power to absorb Gnosis and convert them into a power source. It is also the birthplace of Momo. And of course, it is now destroyed. Next up, we've got, after Reload, we've got Rhine Maiden, Vector's latest development in weapons technology, named after Wagner's Ring of the Nibelung prelude, Rheingold, in which the Rhine Maidens are 3 naiads who guard the magic Rheingold lying at the bottom of the river. The 3 ships which have this weapon on board are called Woglinde, Welgunde, and Flossilde, after the original Rhine Maidens. The vessels themselves are massive battleships over 8,000 meters in length. Wow, that's 4 times the size of Jupiterus. And are equipped with this specialized anti-Gnosis weapon. And Rubedo. In Psychology and Alchemy, 1944, C.G. Jung refers to Rubedo, or reddening, as one stage in the process of human individuation as symbolized in alchemic terms. A nickname for URTV unit number 666, Junior, who unlike the other units has bright red hair. Apparently Junior got his name because he is physically smaller in stature than Guinan, hence Guinan Jr. Let's see. Next up, we've got, after Xion, Xion's father. A high-ranking official in the Federation's Ministry of Energy, he served as supervisor of special operations. As to what exactly his job entailed or what operations he was supervising remains to be seen in following episodes. Let's see. Song of Nephilim System, one of several giant machines created by Joachim Mizrahi. It emits a song-like frequency that only certain individuals can hear, but the actual purpose of this device is yet unknown. It does, however, curiously reappear throughout the story, be it in the meaning behind the word madness uttered by Junior and Margulies, or the appearance of a girl with the same name. The fact that Xion saw this device on Milsha as a little girl only furthers the mystery. Let's see. Next up, after telepathy, telomerase, an enzyme that restores and extends telomeres, the protein complex at the ends of a chromosome. What next? Under U. Finally, Udu. The entity depicted as a massive shockwave originating from Old Milsha in the futuristic vision shown to Xion by Nephilim. Judging from the words of Guinan, Helmer, and Wilhelm, it is clearly related to the incident which occurred 14 years ago. Nephilim claims that the wave is a living consciousness, but the truth is yet to be revealed. What else? For UTIC. Finally, URTV. Short for Udu Retrovirus, also known as U-Retrovirus. A biological weapon whose life energy wavelength cancels that of Udu. 669 units were created by the late Dr. Dmitry Yuriev, head of the Yuriev Institute. Dr. Yuriev is the genetic father of the URTV. I'm sure we'll never learn anything more about him ever again. I'm lying, of course. Down here, we've got First Lieutenant Virgil number 2. How the man who was shot to death by KOS-MOS manages to show up in front of Xion is unclear. What is clear, however, is that something had happened to him and he now has superhuman powers. The fact that he was taking orders from Wilhelm's advisor indicates that he has some kind of connection with Wilhelm. Indeed. And that is the end of the database. I shall see you all in the next game I play, which will... Well, yeah, I'll just tell you. I mean, you can probably expect it. It will be Suikoden Tactics. So I will see you then.